It's easy to say that one believes in God when everything's going great. St. Paul talked about the thorn in his flesh to keep him from becoming proud. So I do believe that anyone who takes their faith seriously, anyone who tries to combat the devil, can expect to experience some type of oppression or demonic attacks in their life. And certainly myself and many exorcists experience that in our lives as well. Oftentimes it's like a heaviness on your chest, and there's this almost utter despair that you feel. Literally, the demon is trying to jump on you, and there's this sense of utter despair and hopelessness. Some of it can be in the form of, I've seen demons kind of in a physical form, if you will. The times that I've actually seen demons, and I think God permits that, it's like a very dark blob. And it's the darkest dark that you can imagine. Because again, remember, Lucifer, being the light bearer, used to glow with God's glory. I have 6 brothers and 2 sisters. When I was a kid, my brothers and I used to take these rubber balls that would glow in the dark, and we would put them up against a light bulb where it could absorb the light, and then we would turn the light off and it would glow. But eventually, the glowing ball would start to fade unless it was constantly fed by the light. So we as Christians constantly need to be fed by the light of Christ. And when we're not, we lapse into darkness. So demons, because they're no longer fed by the glory of God, it's kind of almost like a black hole, if you will, when you can see a demon, this very dark blob, if you will, that literally is like a black hole. And I've witnessed that in my life. And again, that goes back to just it being in complete, utter darkness. There is no light. Sometimes people, when they think of hell, they always think of the fires of hell. But really, hell would be the cold, if you will, because there is no presence of God. There is no glory of God. And so we think of the devil as utter darkness, but when we think of Christ as Christians, we think of light. So for Christians, if you're living out your faith, the light is always on. But if one is living a life of sin, the light is off.